are underway in Buffalo. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is taken at the 23. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run the counter. Pickens, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Pickens, and some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Allen now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Rico Gafford, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Raiders 0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
Let's see if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On 1st and 10, here's Carr, escaping the pressure right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Ed Oliver made the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Darren Lee drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
By the Raiders.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Flushed out right. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So a decent... gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ed Oliver.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Rico Gafford with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bills 14, Raiders nothing. To kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trevor Williams was shot out of a cannon there on the corner blitz.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Right there, 54 miles.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it 6, maybe 7, but now they're left with 4th down and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun now for Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Raider first down.
On first down, Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Caught left side, Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Carr now on first down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
Complete to Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen to the right side, and he's got more. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot,
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This one complete to Gafford. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Rico Gafford on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Bills 24, Raiders 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but yeah, let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
On 2nd down, Pickens bowls him over. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
10 more yards.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They run the counter. Pickens. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
You got 4. You got 4. Spawn! No! Check! Alert!
They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Bills 34, Raiders 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable here from the 38. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, first and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Mike 55. Mike 55. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Check 52. Lucky.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pickens. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ready? Mike 5. Hey, tight. Mike 5 forward. You're trash. Right there. 54, right there.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
43-yard line.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try the left side. Pickens, room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills continue to pour it on.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point up and through. And that will extend this big lead. Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Mike 17.
93.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Raiders.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Here's Carr. taking it in over the middle. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And they run with Jacobs on first down, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Las Vegas, first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go, let's go. Number 53, Mike 53.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get them a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Bills add on. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Bills 48, Raiders 14. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. His throw incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Las Vegas.
Check 59. Here we go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
He was brought down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll keep it on the ground. Pickens fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On play action, Allen. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Bills send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Loss of 8 yards. And it's 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup and let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 2nd down now, Pickens shows his strength at the 50. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
trying the left side. Pickens. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
In your face. 55's Mike, guys, 55. 3 bucks.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.